I'm teacher EJ. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we are going to talk about past year question for APMOPS 2022, which is about the math trick with decimal. Let's have a look. So you can see that in this question, we have a very long calculation right here. There is a lot of multiplication and there is a lot of addition here. So guys, how do we solve this question then? So of course, you can just try to directly calculate it by doing all the multiplication first and then you sum it up. But by doing this way, we will need to spend a lot of time and it is easier for us to make a mistake in the calculation, right? So now, any idea what can we do here? Alright guys, no worry. Let's start with a very simple example first. Now, we want to calculate what is 24 times 36 plus 24 times 64. Again, we also can just directly calculate it by doing the multiplication and then we sum it up. But now, let me give you a scenario to this calculation here. Now, let's say teacher Miss would like to eat bread a lot. So in one pack of bread, we say that there is a total of 24 breads. In the first day, teacher's Miss bought 36 packs of bread. And in the second day, teacher's Miss bought another 64 packs of bread. So, how do we find how many bread bought by teacher's Miss in total? Now, let me ask you a question here. How many packs of bread did teacher's Miss bought in total? Oh, it is just 36 plus 64. And how many bread are there in one pack? 24 bread. So now if I want to find the total bread bought by teacher's Miss, what can we do here? We just have to multiply it by 24. Then we'll have 24 multiplied with the result of 36 plus 64, which is 100. And the answer will just be 2,400. So everyone, you can see that in this example, we change from two multiplication into one very simple multiplication here. So what we need to focus is this 24 here. You can see that both of these multiplication, there is a 24. We actually call this the common factor. So when we have the multiplication with the addition, we can try to extract the common factor to make our calculation easier. So now, let's go back to our question. So guys, can you see any common factor here? Oh, there is no common factor here. But now, what can we do? But everyone, have you noticed something? You can see that all of these numbers here, what is the relationship of their digit? They have the same digit, right? But what can we do about this? Now, let me show you another example here. So in this case, we have 0.4 times 2.5, which is equal to 1. And then, we have another calculation which is 4 times 0.25, which is also equal to 1. So everyone, can you see any relationship between these two calculations? So the number is actually different, but the result is the same. Let's look at the first number 0.4 and 4. The decimal point of 0.4 need to move to which direction so that it will become 4? Oh, we need to move it to the right, and then we need to move by one place, and then we will get that it is equal to 4. How about the 2.5 and 0.25? Oh, we just have to move the decimal point of 2.5 to the left by one place, and it will become 0.25. So actually, in this multiplication, to keep the product the same, what can we do is to move the decimal point of the multiplier by the same number of places, but in the opposite direction. So now, let's go back to our question again. So in our question, let's try to change the number with the same digit to be the same number. We can actually change all of them into either one of the numbers, but now, let's try to change all of them into 2022. Now for 2.022, what can we do to the decimal point? We can move the decimal point to the right by 3 places. How about the 150? We can move the decimal point to the left by also 3 places. After that, what we can get is just equal to 0.15 times 2022. Then for 2.1 times 202.2, we move the decimal point of 202.2 to the right by 1 place. And we move the decimal point of 2.1 to the left by 1 place. We will get that is just equal to 0.21 times 2022. Finally, we will also move the decimal point of 20.22 to the right by 2 places. And then we move the decimal point of 11 to the left by also 2 places. Oh, now you'll get that it's just equal to 0.11 times 2022. And don't forget about the 0.03 times 2022. So now guys, have you noticed something? Oh, we have now found our common factor here. We just have to extract our common factor, which is 2022. Then we just multiply it with the sum of the others number. It will just be equal to 2022 times 0.5, which is just equal to 1011. And this is our final answer, right? So now, let's summarize what we are learning in this question. When we are doing the multiplication with addition, what can we do to make the calculation easier? We just have to extract the common factor. Then, when you cannot find any common factor, but there is a number with the same digit, so what can we do? We can change them into the common factor. But how do we change it? So we need to keep the product the same. We just have to move the decimal to the same number of places in the opposite direction, right? So now you can try to do this practice question and leave your answer in the comment section below. Alright, now you may join our WhatsApp group for more information about our activity. I hope you enjoyed this video and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye.